Hey everybody, welcome to the Black Box Experience. I hope everybody's doing okay. And we're here making this video for the review of Gemini Man that just came out just recently. And this is a spoiler video, so if you haven't seen Gemini Man yet, please see it first, and then you come back and watch my video for my response. If you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and tune into our channel for more Hollywood and animated and comic book based storylines on here on the Black Box Experience, which is the link also to the Black Box podcast, which I wouldn't mind you going on iTunes and Google Play and Stitcher to subscribe. It's free, and you can win free shirts and movie tickets and a whole lot of other stuff. Just it's a link below in our description box, or just go to iTunes and find it out. So let's go ahead and let's start talking about Gemini Man. Gemini Man stars Will Smith, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Clive Owen, and Benedict Wong. And you know, the movie, I went in because I was waiting to see this film. I was on bated breath because I had the premise, I seen the commercials. I know we all seen the commercials. And it's basically about Will Smith. He's a retired CIA. Well, he's a retired operative, basically a hitman for the government. And at the start of the movie, like I said, spoilers, he shoots this old guy, on a moving train, which was kind of cool. It's supposed to represent how good of a marksman and a killer that he is. And he takes the guy out, and he's admired for it. And his handler, which was a guy from a wing of the CIA, said he did a good job. And, he said, no, well, that's my last one. I want to end on a high note, and went to go retire. And then Mary Elizabeth was there watching him, and something happened. He talked to another handler of his, and it gave him a funny feeling. And he tagged her, realizing she was somebody working for his old team, which was the government. And he basically confronted her, and she denied it. But for whatever reason, Clive Owen went after the Will Smith character, saying that to the FBI people that he knows too much, and he talked to somebody and he can bring us all down. Now, if they knew all about the guy that he used to work with Clive Owen, according to the storyline. And if Clive Owen knew enough about him and had enough intel on him, he would know that Will Smith's character didn't really know anything, not enough to bring them down. And the fact to send his younger self after him was kind of asinine, because he didn't know nothing about the project, because as the film went along, he didn't know anything about the project. He didn't even know he had a clone or anything out there that looked remotely like him in the film. So basically going after him was like, it really didn't make sense. And and he knew that why they're chasing me. I don't know anything. They assumed that I know something. And even though the film, it had great scenes in it, I really enjoyed it, for what it was. But it did have a lot of plot holes in it, like for why was they after him? What was the reasons why they made these clones? What was really behind all of this? And, that's why a lot of critics are going to be kind of shook on it. And, they were trying to look for something more into it, because he was on the verge of retirement. There was no need to really go after the dude. He was just going to fade out and fall off the grid. That's really what he wanted to do. But they wouldn't let him. And that's how he got into this. And the way the movie ended, it ended okay. And, his clone woke up and realized that he's being used and all this other stuff. And they take Clive Owen out, and they shut everything down, and they send his younger self to college for him to be a regular person. Like I said, spoilers. But, it was satisfying, and yet it wasn't, Ang Lee did a lot more, better films like, Face Off and things like that. I mean, no, mind you, it's got action in it. So there's enough action so you can get your little, if you're an action junkie, you'll get enough out of it. But if you really want a deep plot, it's so-so. So with that being said, without me going into every single detail of the film, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. just for the fact that it can keep your attention. You won't fall asleep at the movie. But then if you're looking for anything much deeper than that, almost like Bourne Identity, it's like a step down in the Bourne. If they did a little bit more with the script, they rewrote it one more time and added a little bit more, grounded a little bit more with more details about everything, I think it would have been a better film, and it would have been on the level of the Bourne Identity stuff. It's just underneath it. I mean, if they took a little bit more time, I'd have gave it 4 because it'd be like on the Bourne level, but it's just underneath. So that's my that is my review, guys. Thanks a lot. Come back and you'll see another one. Peace.